Bafsin Green Construction and Trading up Bama Ghana for. Say Juma Kwedu and Juma Fatason. And to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and
Adolfo no mama makwa baba the Punch TV so make sure say any day the kind of the channel ya na say oba subscribe dey ama no like no share we so abeja wadwen share or comment section ho and so e dey aka ho abusuafo say wa onim say the Punch TV dey ban the current stories ne political affairs bia say the Punch TV dey dem ba kope abusuafo samle america say story bi flow so abebo for mama che say apai ama che say gentle ha obi a twene sere ne abasa abusuafo mma yenko hwe story ne mra ye ba ye de mu nchiremu nyina ebebrem.
Statement was that anything movable, are you listening?
Anything
movable, they should ground it down, including dogs, animals, and human beings. That is what soldiers are trained to do. A Ghanaian captain Kojo Tikata, you can call Ghanaian army, whoever. A lot of them are there. They know of this fact. Anything movable, because they don't know who the enemy is, and he took a troop. With that said, Omia 5 and not 10. No Akolu Subia. He wouldn't come to Ghana alone as a leader, as a commander, and where is your trooper? Mekum Omawu. And he took that action. Heaven knows how many of them they killed before they liberated. And you want to mean sorry. So Bishop military uniform. Na Ghana yetiminya young boys. No mako gange, no mabu military. Case by case studies basis. Yes, so we say in the case, you know, as you said, say a lander. It is unjustified minim. But if it is lander, no any private affair. Whoever he has an issue with, you know, that is another thing. But then that comes to the topic of what the military of Ghana, the assignment, the recruitment, the training, and the professional career that is vested in them to act and what they are supposed to do. That is where my beef is. So if it is related to lander, it is not new. It is true. Because BSc George Otibonsu land, military in uniform, with military car with GA registered number.
Just few weeks ago.
Yeah. And I want to so stupidly, I'll use the word, I'm sorry, I'm not like that, but this time around this. Stupidly, look at how they went out there to that neighborhood at Agyapong, sitting on military pickups. The man videoed and captured them. I have some of the videos. Now mo tete pickup now na sensen ho. Assuming say nipa na mokoye asade no. If there was any sniper, if any of his security have loaded guns no mde atete, mo bubu dan wie mo kona mo tete pickup so amosre no. The person could have finished all of them. Relatively, is that a military training? So they are dumb when it comes to some of these things. So what really goes into their training? What are they to do or what are they to do? That brings you when Ghana, Niger issue, and the ECOWAS Niger, Mekachi say, you go and bring a protocol military officer who had not gone through any training for 6 months. Now, so they know Niger, you must be a waste because you waste the body, you waste their lives. And to say, if the military a soldier understand what he's doing, and know where Juma ye, and a barras ye train you year without any reservations, ye train you year, you will not turn yourself. So Langard, because seemingly all over the country now, everywhere there is land issue.
That is what we use military to do.
That is what we use to do now.
Because only
a Juma. But then in other jurisdictions, let's call Israel in perspective. Israel is the smallest army size, one of the smallest in the world. Much as I'm not fully in support of what the things they do, but woman casa manufacturing, woman casa production. How many weapons? How many artillery? BBN wa omoto if you be hot. Israel is Israel manufacturing BBA. What about the Balkans? What about the Croatians? What about the Serbians? What about the Czech? Obiya military on one nadia on one manufacturing BBA A to Z. The only no na kese a high pro near maybe on so but to be so best also be free no. Young Ghana military not even common farm. We don't have farm, even for Ghana Army. They themselves doing nothing. The country is not at war. The whole Ghana, as I've always told you, say there is a green bush. You need to be any military presence or baby will be a kontoka. You need the presence of any rebels in any part of the Ghanaian bush. Our military are fully active. Two holding problems. Our country and military team in solve here.
So. I mean, once a year far soldier for you far ABA senior high school for me can recruit can officers. Now you far tradesmen for
yes.
Yes, be okay. Where you fitter, where you engineer, where you say those days.
Yes.
Those days who go school, mom we BT building construction and ones for. Farouk, share akwanya ye wukrum ha, and you won't see any military men cry because the contractors, and any or more, and in Kama Sama Rudy, Ubu engineers, yes, I'm 48 and 49 engineers. 48
regimental,
and you won't see them there.
Mami Kacho.
Say, ya don't know when I say, or guide bangia, not or guide to say the land.
Mebaho.
Does it really make sense?
Mebaho. Which country on earth that they want military?
Top radio.
5, 6. An army commander should tell some of us who says military men, personnel, or trucks, no mudi obi private bank, government bank, no omo jijiska or filling stations, private company. Now, but if the military really have something to do, is that the work of the military? So nobody is afraid of them. That is why because a Ghana military no ye de so okoko Niger no. Now make us say only Langard fight to Kromulusu. Langard fight to Kromulusu. Because that is not your training. Because the military must be seen as one of the highly respected body. American military, what after 2 days I wash a uniform no. Or no cry no, they hold the person in high esteem say, what cry Ghana United States flag. Cry say, what salute to say, or be worship the country no, or be defending the country. That alone is even enough to take him to the next stage of life. Na yen there ubehu MP obi achusu peke military ope na military kura excuse me oba the only person in the system that's supposed to have a military is the commander in chief of Republic of Ghana. Onukwa na say military dinachi is the commander in chief. Any other person could be a police. The defense is for the military, for the government, for the president. He's the commander in chief. Only there, yes. Oh, here one police, oh, here one army to balance the civil and to balance the defense. That is okay. Now to the sense MP, onu chusu peke military so odin kofi, o chusu peke military obehwe ni ofie. That is what it is the case. If you are talking about a country be or rough radical system, it is a Colombia, your friend is saying other parts of the world, Ecuador, El Salvador need those places, any Mexico. You can say it's okay, military, they can guide the bank. And no, even with that one, it's seen as the company of the military. They have a company. That is the tax force company, which they work on also collect the money to take care. It's also internally generated fund for the company. Not the Ghana Ministry of Defense account. Not the commander-in-chief or the Ghana Armed Forces chief of staff account. No, it doesn't work out like that. Your country is radicalized. Into there are certain positions, government institutions be over. They let the military to go and support. Ordinarily, no, the police is enough to take care of it. Now, your team are free that kind of services to the people, services by the military in your free. And all what we are seeing is say, and I mean, okay, say after this program, and you know we are, you will find military men on pickup.
Bafsin Green Construction and Trading Abama Ghana for. Say Juma Kwedu and Juma Fatas on. And to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and the West. Now, Pobiam and to Muta Samaudia, and then I make come for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. Obuan was in down a won't you. Emane ha crampo, and Posabro train hour. No, so West Sufia or Ghana, now Pobiam and to Muta Samaudia. And then I make come for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. The Yanni so benny muji dear, your 2 bathroom tiles, compound tiles, swimming pool tiles, kitchen tiles, and in Yakaka. Then it is summer woman said, so pass Seattle. Now do location Maya, the Yan say Ghana, ye benya be the amount. Na yan juicy candy, yan dada, said Uncle Fobi the young crofobino. esan se tiles mu dwuma de anie di ntino ye ton cement, natural stones, tile cement, slabs, marble tiles anybody ye lay esan so e supply esan se adwuma hote na so ani ntino ye wa abodin krata a eye certificate e trese ya fa entity ye obetini afre ahomatrufo iso 0505 626823 0505 626823 obewu ye breku weja edekwa wini ba kwantempon na so Bafsin Green Construction and Trading. We do it just the way you love it.
Going to guard somebody's property, somebody's land, or demolition exercise.
The punch
And then the history and the story, it's always very simple. The military command says, we have not authorized anybody. But we have not seen anybody that they brought also in books. Mr. Otibonsu's case in perspective, in scenario, as a reference point. The numbers were there. So the military cannot tell me, say they don't know who was driving the car that night. If the person is brought in, you should show who were the people sitting on the car, not more less than 5 or 6. Why are they? Have we seen one person numbered?
So
have
do you think they
them?
have to punish that Nkrofono Moko Otibonsu?
It is not to punish them. Is it the services to be rendered by Ghana Army so that we know that we have a military that work, Omejuma, a demolition exercise. Demolition exercise. Meanwhile, long-standing feud between Alabanyo and Nkonya. Reb Omo Kunyuemo, they are not up to 24 or Tiabofre. Ghana military cannot solve that problem. With all due respect, Alabanyo and Nkonya, what must solve? What about Boko? What about Boko?
Day in and out.
You go and build a barrier at Boko, and then an assailant will come behind there and kill the military. Military Boko. What must solve the issue? So what is your beef on people's land? What is your beef? And it's just so rampant now.
Why are we there? Why are we here? I mean,
why are we here? Because of what? Disrespect to order. Because we don't, as a country, we don't respect our own services, laws, rules, and regulations.
At what point any who say a soldier for and a military marshal say yes or no? Because say military who so busy or big guide or be land and at what point and omulusu omu control
two Dansuma police officers in the 90s. Elko your friend Sablekuma. Emma Obakai sa incident of the police people who were ginger any ninja.
Yeah.
They buried them alive, concreted them. Those people, some of them are still serving. They are serving, I think, life sentences. At that time was the beginning of all these genesis.
Oh.
We didn't have these things. That was the beginning of the land guards. Now start to Accra. It has led through that. But then for you to know, say, all the military guys on properties are government high-profile officers. Government high-profile officers. I don't think so. I'll be able to get access to any police or military officer to go and do that exercise.
Fire service do
you understand me? And you shall land in a military focus so echo guide any domu. You see?
Government officials.
Most of them, most of them.
Yeah.
And then, of course, predominantly also other estate developers.
More connected to politicians.
Yeah, because if even they are connected to politicians, some of them genuinely go to the military and ask for support, for guide, etc., depending on the terrain. Which I'm saying, say, if there's a justification authorized and authorized by Omar hierarchy, it be supported by a court documenter, I may not have necessary problem. It is also maybe to defend, but not traditionally said military na journey post. Now a certain captain or a certain brigadier or certain command on one instruction say I've sent this and that to go and do XYZ. No more on authority because but if it's a military, yes, yes, or Sambo Niama, Israeli military or yaya telephones a ton. Where telephones ton Bangladeshi omu military or ye Niama or produce Niama or palm polo shirts. Bangladeshi military or palm polo shirts at the Dubai in the name of a disguised company. Are you getting me?
Me too.
Philippines, omu military They do a lot of things. Omu don pam macro panties, military, Philippine military. Omu pam panties. There is an international brand, Victoria's Secret. Mumu so pam omu niyama wahin. Go and ask them. It's American they pam the Victoria's Secret. Military takes job and work. If they have nothing to do, redundant. They make service and make money. They are not going to say that produced by Philippine military, but they have a disguised company that happens to be Onu as the manufacturer, but the job itself is done by military. Na Ghana Army uniform. Oko Accra na wako to military uniform. No wako Kaswa, no wako pe hoteleni, no apamama. They can't even sew their own uniforms.
How can they respect you?
Ghana,
how can I respect you?
Yes, that is how we brought our military to her knees. So woman can send the tom uniform. No aton empabwa, no aton cap, no pam. So what kind of military that are we? Luckily, Ghana, I would forever say, is the Switzerland of West Africa, and then Switzerland of Africa.
Abusuafo story no na yakɔhwɛ de aba no na kyerɛ sɛ nsɛm kɔ so Ghana ha nsɛm kɔ so krom ha kyerɛ sɛ de hia sɛ obenya wo data na obɛba ntentan no so abusuafo kyerɛ sɛ wobetumi asere a wobetumi adwa wani betumi agye a na kyerɛ sɛ social media no so de so bia etimi eba so sɛ de nkɔfo ka sɛ digital no no yen blaso na eso enche me a me di dwuma de ho chia me frɛ me nana agyeman wo mi so na frɛ me ny ja meje so na mama piao peace out
yama owi akwa baba Mansa Media College ayi school power ya che TV so ene radio so dwumadie ya so ye ewo Kumase atonsu babia uwo bia opese ba Mansa Media College na do hu dwumadie yedi ne hono a yentie dwumadie yedi no Mansa Media College
se usua bribi wo media mu ana opese ohunu bribi biara efa media ho ensu eche kra
Mansa Media College ewo homa
ye wa achechefo a wa kwadiri yie wa de twemu na in studio ni ye newsroom de edi twem wonsam twemu no ye twe bribi ti se kasebo akenkan ni sinicha ni bebura ekeka ho wa multimedia mu nso ye twe bribi ti se sini mfoni asiesie mfoni nitwa ni bebura ekeka ho ye betumi nso aboa ama wo de na otwepe asunya bribi wo nkitahodie adwuma ahodo nyinaa mu esan se ye wo yankasa foni nti abu biara ye ma ya adesuafo kwan ma okọ yode ya twerɛ won adesua dan mu no
ahwefo ehu ekame ese obi biara wo le bosomtwe ase enim abakosema efa nsuo ihu menya abofra ketewa bi wa ha ono so se onim abakosema efa le bosomtwe ho
abusuafo ye mama kwaba eba Ghana Pages TV so emra so se the trending issues near koso ewo abe for time fidie ni so ebe somo midin na naje wa akode
Mansa Media College e ma o de we hia bia wo nkutahodie mu